Hello. Today we're gonna be doing a reading vlog. I just filmed this and I never pressed record. So first off is a manga, and it is Pokemon Adventures Volume 2. This is about Red and like his endeavors. It follows the games instead of the TV show, so there's no Ash, there's Red, and there's Blue. That's Blue right there. I picked this up because I needed something easy to read because I came home from work and had like a fucking breakdown. Next on the physical TBR is The Count of Monte Cristo, which I've talked about a lot recently. But what's really like, it's a revenge story, as I've said in every other video. But what's very interesting about it is how everything like comes together. Like, I'm this far in, and it's just so interesting. I would love to read like the draft, like the handwritten draft or whatever of this, because how Dumas is like making everything like come together is so fucking interesting, because there's so many characters. Like, he, in this chapter, How to Rescue a Gardener from the Dormice Who Are Eating His Peaches, it's just this random guy, and we're probably never gonna see him again. But like what he does with the guy is important. It's just so fucking cool. And then I'm reading an ebook. I usually have an ebook, a physical book, an audiobook, and then a big book going. So the big book was The Count, the physical book was Pokemon. The ebook is The Roadside Picnic. Can't remember the author's name, but it's Russian science fiction, and I guess the game Stalker is based on it. It's very scary. Like, there's this air of unease in the story following it. It's like about this guy Red, and he goes to this place called the Zone. It's like outside the city. And it's just very interesting. I'm only 50 pages in. It's like an 166 page book that I'm checking out from my library. But yeah, and then the audiobook I'm listening to, which I just need an audiobook to listen to while playing Animal Crossing, is I say a lot. Is Ghostland and American History and Haunted Places. It's kind of feels like an essay collection about how our history is kind of like hand in hand with ghost stories. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be reading this week. So I finished Roadside Picnic, and it was pretty good. Basically, it's about these people called scavengers, and they go into the zone to like find artifacts. It's a lot like Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer, like the same concept of going into this like weird wilderness, but I gave the book 3 stars. So basically, I didn't like how the women were written. It seemed very old, but it is an older novel, so I guess it's understandable. I also felt like the first chapter, which is like written like a journal, was very intriguing. I wish the whole novel was written like that, because it added this like air of unease, this fear of the unknown. Like, the first chapter literally gave me nightmares, but everything else was just kind of bland. Like, nothing really happened, and I didn't understand the point of the novel. I didn't care for it. I listened to a little bit more of my audiobook. Very interesting. It's talking about the Winchester Manor. But besides that, like, Roadside Picnic was okay. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I was reading it for a book club with my friends. So, yeah. Hello. If you hear whirring, the fan's on, so I apologize. But I just thought I would end off this vlog, even though I've only read 1 book. But I did start Untamed, which I talked about in my last vlog, and I'm about 50 pages into it. I already have some tabs going on. It's very interesting. It talks about how she fell in love with a woman. It is a memoir. And how she fell out of love with her husband, who had been cheating on her ever since they got married, and like how she dealt with alcoholism and drug abuse. And then the last book that I'm still working on is The Count of Monte Cristo. So far in it, Danglars is conniving or whatever with his wife, which is very interesting. There's a woman named Valentine who's trying to get married, but the man that she has been chosen to marry, she doesn't love, and she loves this boy she's never seen through the fence post, and the Count is kind of behind all of this. He's like the chess master. He's doing everything. So yeah, I'm 726 pages into this. And then I finished the Pokemon manga. It was cute, you know, just average manga based on the video game. So, you know, nothing too new. Also, let me guys know if you would be interested in monthly wrap-ups. I don't know if I want to do it, but I've been thinking about it. So if that interests you, just let me know. Bye.